Bobby, obviously not a great performance out there today with a 2-0 defeat to Dover, but how would you sum up the performance today?
First 60 minutes we were good, weren't we? We were in the game, we were competing, so I disagree with you there up until the first 60 minutes, but just frustrating with the 2 goals, wasn't it? We had a corner and they've scored off our corner, so that's the belief where you got to believe that if we're attacking we can defend. I see some great signs today, but then I see some real sloppy signs as well. So let's not beat around the bush. I'm not one of these managers that make excuses. We've done really well for 60 minutes, compact, had a few chances in the first half, but you've got to compose yourself. But then when we lost that first goal, I see a massive change. And then if you lose a goal, don't lose the second goal, stay in the game at least. And I see that belief change straight away. That was that mentality of, oh look, we're going to lose here today. I was a bit confused with that. Like we're still in the game. We've played really well against a good side who were organised. But yeah, really frustrating for me at half time when you lose your captain for an injury, Alexander, when you lose Rosie because he can only play 45 minutes at the moment. So that was key for me. To lose them two, especially in this squad, was really key. But we tried to adapt, and then we come out and started well, but then just folded, didn't we?
And obviously it's a really big game again on Tuesday. Of course, all of them are big games, but what do you now say to the players when they're in the dressing room or when you get your time before the game? What is your main message to them, just to try and lift some of those spirits maybe? Because it is a bad run that they're on, but also there is a lot of belief in that squad, especially that we saw at Winchester, that we can do it right. Is it just a case of reassuring and making sure that they go again and be as a team together?
Yeah, listen, this is the squad, isn't it? And I just had a meeting after with them there, and I said, look, where was the belief in the last half an hour? The belief has been there all week, and just because you go a goal down and it was a sloppy goal, don't lose the belief, And like I just said to them there, well, we've got Havant and Waterloo. Well, I expect to beat Havant and Waterloo. Like, I'm not going to turn up not thinking I can beat Havant and Waterloo. A lot of people think we can't, so sometimes you've got to enjoy being the underdog, but this is the squad. And what I just said to them there, you've got to go away and look at your own individual performances and believe in yourselves, lads, because they are talented young boys, but they've got this mindset at the moment of losing. Well, I don't like that word, so let's get rid of that word. Let's not be negative, let's just stay positive, and we'll turn it around. But to turn it around, they've got to believe that they can win a game of football as well. It can't just come from the sideline, it has to be them. So they've done me proud first 60 minutes today. That's what's quite frustrating about the whole day in the end.
You mentioned earlier, obviously, you had to take off some of the key players of the first half. Is squad depth an issue for you? Of course, you brought in Teddy Howe today. Would you potentially would like a few more bodies in that squad for you?
Listen, I don't want to be one of these managers that start saying we need 3 or 4. Like we knew what we was coming into. It's a good squad. It's just a squad that needs to change the mentality and winning. I'm very happy with the squad. I believe in what we've got. Of course, you'd always like to bring in 1 or 2 or anything like that, but I don't want to be one of these managers. Oh, we need 4 or 5 players and that. Listen, these lads are good players. They're very good players. They've just got to get that mindset of you're a good player for a reason. Why were you a good player? Because you performed at other clubs and now you're here. Now you need to perform here. You need to wear the badge of pride. And I thought they did for 60 minutes. I have to say that. But no, listen, this is what it is. This is the squad. Everyone knows that we're in a little bit of struggle behind the scenes. Fair play to Teddy Howe. He's come on board. How we done that? He's basically come in to help me out and help the club because he's out of football at the moment as well. So that was very, very lucky. And we just got to believe in each other.
And then is there any more injury news? Of course, Akeem and Xander have got only so many minutes, but any other injuries you're picking up heading into Havant on Tuesday?
We got a few little niggles in there, but listen, who cares? Run it off. I ain't got time for that. Like literally, when a player goes down and gets back up, let's get up. We got a job here to do. I ain't got time for that. If you're injured, get out of my way. We've got to get on this park and win games of football. But that was a big loss to me today. Because of who they were, but you didn't see me dwell on it at half time. Let's get it organised, let's get it done, let's get out there and have a go. But the manner and the goals is the one that's disappointed me a little bit today.